What's going on, football fans? It's your host, Bad Takes, with Bad Takes in Football, back with another video for you. Gonna dive into the Los Angeles Rams versus Chicago Bears game, but before I do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're building an awesome community here where we talk everything NFL football, so please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, and it's free for you to do. Also, make sure to like and comment on this video. What do you think about the game last night between the Rams and the Bears? Is Matt Stafford going to be able to take this team to the Super Bowl? Let's dive into today's video. Los Angeles went into a very cold Chicago Bears stadium and beat the Bears in overtime in another playoff thriller. This score was 20-17. It was a very much a low scoring back and forth which team was going to break first sort of matchup. The beginning of the game, there was a lot more points on the board. Both teams put up 10 points in the first half, and we saw a scoreless third quarter. It seemed to be a back and forth fight for field position. Who was going to be able to get a broken play, be able to break one off for a long drive, and it just seemingly never happened in the third quarter. There was no point in time in this game where you really had a feeling for who was actually going to win this game. I myself thought it was going to be really hard for a Los Angeles team to be prepared for how cold it was in Chicago. I had my reservations as to whether or not this team was going to be able to perform, and Matt Stafford and this Rams team did not disappoint. Caleb Williams looked very poised out there. I will say that he threw for 257 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, but he did have 3 interceptions. And in my opinion, those 3 interceptions are why this Rams team was able to win this game. One of those interceptions for Caleb Williams was in overtime, which led to the field goal for the Rams to win this game. Matt Stafford, who started the beginning of the season with a back issue where I myself, along with many others, were really timid as to how far and how long that back would be able to hold up. And in the frigid cold of Chicago, he proved it doesn't matter how old he is or how bad his back injury was at the beginning of the season. He is on the road to try to win another Super Bowl for Los Angeles. Caleb Williams, going back to him, you have to be very proud if you're a Chicago Bears fan for the type of season that new head coach and second-year quarterback Caleb Williams had together. This is a brand new offense for Caleb Williams in the first year as a head coach for Ben Johnson. And this team ended up 11-6 and took that NFC North title. This game, again, was in Chicago. So this Chicago team had earned a divisional round home field advantage. And unfortunately for them, they were not able to maintain that advantage. And again, the Rams were able to win this game. Both of these teams had very comparable stats. I mentioned earlier that Caleb Williams had 257 yards. Matt Stafford had 258 yards in this game. Kyren Williams, the running back for the Rams, had 87 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game, while DeAndre Swift for the Bears had 76 yards on 19 carries. So the 2 touchdowns for Kyren Williams was a huge differentiator for the run game in this situation. Matt Stafford was getting hit pretty regularly. The Bears defense was putting a lot of pressure on them, and Puka Nacua, who generally is getting over 100 yards a game, was actually not even the leading receiver for this Rams team. Parkinson, the tight end for the Rams, was actually the leading receiver. He had 56 yards. So again, that tells you how well this Bears defense played against receivers like Davante Adams and Puka Nacua. It was a tight end heavy game on both sides. One of the most electric plays of this game was one of the final plays of the fourth quarter where Caleb Williams on a 4th down was just scrambling. He kept running back and back. He probably ran 20 yards back and launched the ball to the corner of the end zone where tight end Cole Kmet was just sitting there waiting. The corner safety that was playing on Cole Kmet, either he was pushed off on or was just in terrible position, and Cole Kmet had a very uncontested catch for a touchdown, which gave the Bears the score in order to tie the game, making this game go into overtime. And again, this game went back and forth in overtime. Both teams had the ball before the Los Angeles Rams were able to get that interception from Caleb Williams and then go down and get a field goal for this Rams team to win the game. The Rams are going on to the NFC Championship, where they will be facing the Seattle Seahawks, who absolutely dog walked the San Francisco 49ers in their playoff game. It's going to be really hard for the Rams to be able to compete with this Seahawks team, who, in my opinion, are looking like the best team in the NFL right now. What do you think about last night's game? Do you think this is the beginning of a huge new era in Chicago? Is Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson going to be back in this situation next year and probably make it onto the NFC Championship? That's it for me today. Thank you again for watching. This is Bad Takes with Bad Takes in Football, signing out.